On table 1, we've got Adilume, seed number 15, playing Fakhri Khirdin, seed number 2. On table 2, we've got Ethan Chetty, seed number 7, and Richard Halliday, the qualifier. Richard, a former SA champion. Adilume has got a tough match. Adilume to break off. Adilume, a very unorthodox player. And the first shot, he goes in off. The cloth is extremely fast, so any slight side put onto the white throws the white extremely off its line. Fakhri getting ready, ball in hand, anyway in the D. He's going to want to make quick work of this, and a bit too hard. Played for the black, but he had to kiss that red full in order to stay for the black. Playing a safety. Excellent safety by Fakhri. He is tightening the screws from the get-go. Adil in a spot of bother. He's going to have to work out the angles, and because these are steel block cushions, the throw might get him. He's in a bit of a spot of bother there, that's for sure. Possible one cushion escape he's looking at. And he's got it safe. Fakhri will play it behind the green again. Slightly hampered. And he's got it behind the green again, and he's covered the red on the side rail. It's in this delicate situations where if Adil doesn't get the safety spot on, Fakhri, a prolific century maker, he pots extremely well. Adil looking to go the same route again. He's looking at the red next to the pink on the right hand side. Seems he's changed it. He's going 2 cushions. Excellent shot, good safety. I don't know, from my angle I cannot see if the bottom red of those 2 below the black can pot. If not, Fakhri is looking at it. Seems as though it can go. Yeah. Wasn't a clear pot. He had to put a bit of side on there. Adil's got a chance to make a sizable contribution. He's just got to settle down. Throughout the championship, the players have been Not struggling, but taking a while to get used to the conditions. You know, new G1 balls, new cloths, there's a lot of slide, so the white ball tends to travel. Excellent safety.
So there's an opportunity here. He created a good chance for himself. The red is up.
This red could come and rest in front of the pocket, which it has done. Adilume sizing up the shot, seeing which one is the better of the two, the one above. An excellent pot, and I think he's on the black. He's held it well. He's got a choice of reds to play for.
This youngster is so talented. Just needs to practice.
Playing a safety, playing the yellow, and back up to the top rail. Fakhri is gonna play for the pot. Now opts for the safety. Gets a fairly good safety. Adil's looking at an angle where the red can go past the black and the top red. Oh, and it kisses the red. It had to slide past that red in order to be potted. But good safety shot. He's got Fakhri tied up. Not snookered, but tied up. It's a good safety. Fakhri will reply with another safety. And he opens the pack. He's caught it too thick. He's caught it too thick. Adil has to capitalize because once Fakhri gets in, it's going to be a break, guaranteed. Using the wrist. Excellent pot. He's got the yellow into the center pocket. Come off the bottom rail, the bulk rail, and back down to the reds. He's not played it hard enough, but he's got a red. He's looking at the red, the bottom left-hand pocket. If he plays that, I don't think he can see the pot in angle. He's left a few balls in front of the pocket. Fakhri doesn't have a clear pot. It's going to be tough. If he's going to make a break here, it's going to take a lot of hard work. And the black is covered. He'll play the yellow, go up behind the brown, or play the brown directly. Excellent safety. Adil's got a raid in the bottom left-hand pocket, but he's going to have to fight for color. Going to have to play a really solid shot to get back up for a color. Excellent pot, but no color. He'll opt for safety. Excellent safety shot. He's covered some of it, the green obstructing the one red to the right of the pink spot. Fakhri makes contact and he's got it safe. Adil in a spot of bother now because he can see red, but the natural path of the white is going to take him into the three reds on the bottom rail, the black rail. So he's got to think about the shot. The correct shot would be to play the red, the third red on the inside and go back up. It seems as though he's going for the two reds next to the pink. Has he gotten away with it? I think he's gotten away with it. There could be a red, the red below the pink. Fakhri's aiming it, lining it up, and he pots it. Good clean pot, and he's on the black. This is where he is very, very dangerous. He's got the run of the table already. Excellent shot. Fakhri will look to finish this frame off in one visit. It's a tough ask, but it can be done. Perfect on the black again. However, there are two reds only open. He's looking at the red above those three reds to the left. I think it goes into the pocket because he's already playing the black. Excellent cue ball control. He's back on the black. Remember, he's just got those, well, three reds. The one on the side rail as well. Oh, he's going to be cue over the pink, but he can make it. Excellent. His break 25. Excellent shot. He's got a choice of two reds now. And he'll play the red on the rail. Gently stroke it in and set on the black again, or the pink. The pink will offer him a better option to pot the next red. He's already thinking, he knows he's going to pot the red that's open. But he's thinking of how he's going to start playing the white so that he gets in good position to either loosen those four reds on the rail. Some exhibition shots, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. An excellent shot. He's got a He's got a fine cut. Excellent. Fakhri in control of this frame now. And his break extends to 46. Taking the red out. He'll pot it into the center and come down for the black again. He'll get perfect position on the black. He's played it a bit too hard. But he's got position on the pink to disturb the two reds. An excellent try. His break is now 60. With 43 on the table, we've already reached the snooker's required stage. And he's going for... Oh, and he's missed it. 66 plays 5, 43 on the table. Adil's score is 9. He still requires 4 snookers, if I'm not mistaken. Or 3 snookers. I think Fakhri set the tone of the match with that lovely break. And I think it's going to be the tone of the evening. He's going to look to want to finish off this match as soon as possible.
Tricky shot into the center break. Choose the corner break. It's not easy in the middle break. Very tough shot in the middle break.
He's played it a bit soft. And Fakhri can see the red. Possibly pot it as well. What can happen in this instance is that although Fakhri is up, Adil will fight for the snookers. He's played an excellent shot there. Can pot the black and then play for a snooker on the red and then hope for a free ball. So let's see what he does. He's got the pot. Takes his score up to 17 with 35 on the table.
Just too soft. Just too soft.
Oh, he shouldn't have played for the... He requires 3 snookers. Fakhri playing an excellent red to the top yellow pocket. Excellent on the black. And it will be frame over now. He's going to put these colors, get some practice in. Not that he needs it, but if I know Fakhri, he will play for the clearance. Adil will concede. And the first frame to Fakhri Khirdin. Pro Snooker's number 2 seed. Like I said before, prolific break builder. On table 1,
Get the snooker. Just not.
Ethan trails Richard Halliday 23 points to 38 with 22 on the table.
This ball.
Oh, and
It's unfortunate, but he gets the knuckle.
he's got a lovely
Chance on the table.
brown knuckles on the center pocket, but he still has a pot. And Ethan as well. Excellent.
He's not doing that.
He's played safe. It's the first time I've seen him play safe.
It's the good shot to play, but there's an opportunity for Richard to try and snooker in there, but not for pink. Sending the blue down. That's a bit of a danger that they need to pull up. So Richard thinking of it too. Should he rather just take the blue
Fakhri
hold up in the safety, right?
breaking off in the second frame. He leads by a frame. Oh, he's gone in off as well. He caught that last red a bit thick, and that is why he went in off. Like I said, it's new balls, it's new cloths, so playing with heavy side will take that ball indirectly into the pocket.
This is his first real chance. It's next Richard, half a chance to share with them. Afraid of yes, take this opportunity.
Black is tied up, pink is out in the open blues, the rest of the balls are there. Fakhri just needs to put the pot that red, and he's missed it. Handing it back to Adil, who possibly is going to play a safety and try and get behind.
It's too much of a bar from Ethan. This is where Richard is going to pass. Capitalize it. Take the first frame out of Richard. Lovely pot. Richard just making sure. Left hand. Roll the pink into the bag. Ethan needs one slipper. Is he going to go for it?
Will that green come to his? He's going to play a safety. The red next to the green. Play it down. Keep the white on top. Because he knows if he gives Fakhri a chance, Fakhri is going to make a break.
Valiant attempt here. The line seemed alright, it just needed a bit of pace. Ball coming towards the top pushing in.
Fakhri's got to miss the red on the rail, and he does it. Bringing the black out into play. The white right up against the green.
So just throwing the ball to the back.
Adil needs a good pot on the red that he's chosen. If he can. Oh, and he's missed it. And he gets away with it. Fakhri might play the red next to the cluster of 5. If he can't see, oh well, he can see the red.
Very well yesterday, as we see. He want to play with better now.
Where's the red going? And he drops. And in dropping, he snookers himself. I think he can get through the gap onto the pink. And another fluke. Players having a laugh to themselves there. Good friends as well. They practice together.
Just like to thank our main sponsor, Building City, for putting on the best position. I again for being sponsor, Purple Rain, the media partner, Basil, but there's a few more schools to make the setup team.
Fakhri's got the game, but he needs to buckle down. Clear pot. Raid to the bottom left-hand pocket. And he screws it all the way for the blue. Excellent shot played by Adi Lume. He's got to concentrate in making this break. There's quite a few balls open. He can make a lovely sizable contribution. That'll keep him in this match. A big shout out to our sponsors, Gold Reef City, Basil Billiards, our drink sponsor, My Day Juice, the Player's Choice, as well as our media partners and Gold Reef City. An excellent venue. Pro Snookers put up a beautiful two-table venue. He's left Fakhri a long raid. An excellent shot, and he's on the pink. Beautiful cannon. Nice cannon. He's on the pink. Slight screw back. And he's in perfect position. It's all about controlling that white. He's looking at bringing the black into play. Yeah, he's going for the black. Bring the black back into play. He's got the red next to the bottom right-hand pocket. He's putting on his extension. Most players have their own extensions, which enables them to use the Q. In the past, players would use the club's extension and Q. There was a long Q and a long extension. Here he's put on a short butt extension, which enables him to lengthen his Q and get perfectly on the table. I think he's just run short. I don't think the black pots, unless, yeah, it doesn't. He's not even looking at it. He's playing the safety. No, he went for the pot. It's got a simple raid to the center pocket, and he's got the blue in the pocket. Tried to screw past the pink, but in doing so, he's hit the pink. He's got the blue, but the pot is going to take him away unless he plays a lot of side. Yes, he played a lot of side. He still has a red. But the minute you start putting side, you cannot control the direction and position of the white. And when he played that blue, he put on an intense amount, which then took the pink, and he's not on the red. He's got a red to the top green pocket. Excellent pot, and he's back on the blue. An excellent shot played by Adil Ume. It's got to slow down, and it has. He's got the opportunity to pot the red. Well, he's going for the red on the rail. Go back up for the blue. Takes his break to 13. The match being officiated by the Pro Snooker head referee, Andre du Toit. Keep it a beady eye on the game. Adil taking on the pink. And in doing so, he's left Fakhri an easy read. The look of despondency on his face, you can see it. He's tied the scores though. The points are equal, 23 apiece. Fakhri in a perfect position to make a sizable break. Andre du Toit just been asked to clean the white there. Most of the players, if I do know Fakhri and Adil uses normal master chalk, and Fakhri uses the Teum Pyro. So there will be residue from the master chalk, and I think that is why Fakhri just asked for it to be cleaned. Up for the blue, plays a controlled pot, is yes, perfect. High on the blue. This is a excellent opportunity for him to make a sizable break. However, he's mapping out which ball next. He's looking. He wants to get rid of either of those reds by the black. He played it well. However, caught it a bit thick, and that's given him a slightly hampered cutback of that red into the left-hand pocket. He's Fakhri leaving Adil a potential pot, and then with automatic position on the blue. Yeah, not happy with his setup, stands up, readdresses the white. Keeping still on the shot, perfect. Like I said at the start, Adil has a very unorthodox way of playing in that he doesn't keep his chin on the cue. Excellent. I think Fakhri is realizing that he's got a fight on his hands here. Adil Umair is spotting. Excellent play. And you can see the chalk that Adil uses is leaving those little marks on the table with the shot. Because of the pace, he might go into those reds. Oh, excellent. He's listening to me. And he's played a lovely screw shot, which has pulled it away, left him on the next red. He's queuing. He's in the zone. He's got the pace. Well, he's got the pink. This is going to be a tricky shot because now he's got to. The only red that he can potentially play for is the red closest to the black spot. And as you see, he's digging down. And in digging down, it can put unwanted side, and that could push the white off its intended direction. Excellent pot. Excellent pot. Right, we'll just wipe in the chalk off. Is that a potential cannon that we're looking at? That he's looking at? It seems so.
Pink towards the middle and send the white down. That could be an option, or we'll just play the blue and send the white down. Let's go send these white down. But keeping it here is not giving us up many options. And that's the right shot.
An excellent, excellent shot.
That's a very good save to Richards.
Just run out of position slightly. The pink definitely doesn't go into the bottom right-hand pocket. It's hampered by the red. I think he'll look to be playing a safety. A good 20 break. Good contribution. So what he's done is although he's made a 20 break, it's 43 plays 29. He's made a 20 break, which pushes him to 43. Fakhri's on 29. There's 43 on the table. So all he has to do is pot the reds, and he could level up. Taking his time. Excellent pot. Excellent pot. He's looking at the angle. Is he going to play the brown? The obvious shot is the brown.
Safety, trying to get the white behind the brown. And this time he succeeds. It's also just too hard. Unlucky.
Slight stun screw. And he'll be on. Oh, and he's missed it. He has missed it. This is going to put Fakhri right back in the game. But Fakhri needs to pot that red. Get perfect position on one of the high colors.
Excellent safety. Getting the right with Richard Gibbon, getting the line of the safety right. So
he's underhit it. He's underhit it. But in playing the black, it'll offer him automatic position if he pots it. And there we go. It's got to just roll past that green. And he's on the yellow. 35. Lovely, lovely yellow. The green will the white will naturally come down. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, this frame is about to be wrapped up by Fakhri Khirdin. Fakhri making sure an excellent try by Adilume to win the frame. That red, missing the red cost him. However, he's not yet out of the woods. Fakhri taking his score to 51, plays 44 with pink and black. He just needs the pink, and he pots the pink for the frame. Fakhri Khirdin 2 frames up. They're taking a quick break. On the other table, Richard Halliday leads Ethan Chetty by 1 frame. Ethan, a phenomenal potter. So if you look at the sequence in which the balls are set up, the colors are placed on their spots. The black is then put on its spot, and then last is the pink. The pink is always placed last. The marker Nina Detroit taking over. And balls are always rolled onto their spots and not just put on their spots, they're rolled onto the spots.
shot. Yes, it's not the less risky shots. So he is definitely learning. Just making a big shot in now. Sectional shot to method. I just screwed back a little bit for the back. It's high risk. So he's forced the error now.
The player is taking a small bathroom break. They allowed a 5-minute bathroom break, however, no smoke breaks. Andre seeing if the pack colors are on their spots, and we're ready for the third frame. Gold Reef City Snooker Championships 2022. And Adi Lumiere to break off. Let's see if he's gained some experience with regards to the break off now. Yes. Because of the in-off, he's played it very, very softly. Fakhri playing a cutback, and in doing so, hits the black full in the face and proceeds to pot it. That's fault 7.
Safety saying they're in a way. Balls bounced off the cushion. So he's got an opportunity pot, he's got a long pot. He's going to go for it, so he's going to play the red on the side of the blue and try to
Goes for the long pot and misses. Fakhri will look at tying him up in such a way that an attacking safety, in that he can see the balls but he can't pot them.
still only 10 points.
He's going to swerve around the green, and excellent safety. So he can see the red but he can't pot the red.
Gentle roll for the brown and bring up for 2 or 3 reds.
We'd like to welcome Colin Nivosh, who are watching from Colorado, USA, watching pro snooker out in the United States of America. An excellent long pot by Fakhri. Slightly overrung it, but he's got a choice of colors. He's going to play. He's playing the blue. Adil has an opportunity to pot some balls and hopefully build a sizable lead. Excellent pot by Adil Lumiere. Is he going to make it? And the option here would be to snooker. And he's doing that, playing the white behind the yellow. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I think the player is just confirming the scores. The marker and the referee, Anina Dutoit. This could be just a roll up into the pack.
playing it nice, gentle. So the ball's up there. So if he puts one big long shot here, the game is up for the taking. Wow, it's just missing the pot.
However, he's hit the red, but in doing so, he's left Adil two potential pots, one to the bottom left-hand pocket, the other to the center, to the left-hand center pocket. However, potting the red he can, but he needs position. Oh, and he's got a bit lucky there, but he's on the black. This will automatically take him up to the next read. Excellent, well played. Nicely held. Gentle follow through. Oh, he's played the screw back.
That's it. But he's left himself a tricky green for the rest. Just checking to see if he needs extension. Between 5 points behind.
An excellent pot by Adil. However, he didn't play it hard enough, because if he played it at the right pace, it would have taken him automatically. He can cut back. You know, what we call in the business a cutback, but I don't think he's opting for that. Fakhri coming to the table with a 23-point deficit, and he automatically gets rid of that long red, and he's on the black. He's going to go into the pack. It didn't, the grip wasn't there. He wanted to squeeze right through that whole pack and open it nicely, but it's possible that he's going to play a safety here, and he leaves him up. Adil eyeing this red next to the blue. He was going looking for the pot and a snooker, but in doing so, he's left Fakhri a red in the bulk area. However, now Fakhri can play a telling safety, and he does a cutback. I think it's not commentator's curse, but player's curse. Excellent split. Gently.
And when you're playing after time, it's always very challenging. But if you want to take a frame, now is a good time. That's a very good time.
On the green, and he'll come down for a red. He's looking at the reds. Extreme side been applied on that shot. Watch this white. 1, 2, and I think he's got a red into the center. A slight screw back, and he'll be back on the black. Excellent. Excellent. Fakhri is looking at what is he going to do next. Does he want to disturb those cluster of 4? Just looking at what the options are. I think he's going to go into the pack. He uses the red to hold for the red into the top left-hand pocket. Excellent shot. Fakhri on a lovely break. So, and Fakhri misses with, he had to play that in such a way that he held position for the black. We'd like to thank our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent tournament. My Day Brands, our drink sponsor, Purple Rain, our media partner, Basil Billiards, and Q Masters for the venue setup team. 360 Sport, our streaming partner. And Andy Cloth, our cloth sponsor. Fakhri leads by 2 frames, and the frames, the point score 37 plays 24, with Fakhri on an excellent long pot by Fakhri Khirdin. He's on the black. What a shot, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I was saying about Fakhri. The cue ball control and the way he makes the white ball spin. It's just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. They don't call him the fireball for nothing. Loosens the red off the cushion. He can play it into the top left-hand pocket, but let's see what happens. Yep. Takes his score to 54, break on 17. Fakhri is enjoying himself out there. If you see the shots that he's playing, you know, as we get to the business end, and when I say business end of a tournament, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, by the time the players get to semis and finals, they so on cue because they've been playing for 3-4 days, and we can see here Fakhri is slowly peaking. Although 1 or 2 shots are haphazard, he's in control of the match. It's on the yellow, might loosen the red. He just misses the red. He's got the next red, bottom left, right hand pocket. He's going to pot the brown and try and loosen that red or come up in front of it so he has, oh, he's taking the black. Let's see what shot he's going to play here. Not exactly perfect, but he's on that red again. Doubles it in. And Fakhri going, taking this frame. Snookers required now by Adilume. It's going through the motions. Excellent. Fakhri in excellent control of this match.
to the right of the black. That's the one that we'll be looking at. Nicely played.
Going 3-0 up. Adil Ume has a huge hurdle to overcome because he's leaving Fakhri open, and in doing so, Fakhri is just spotting balls. No big breaks. I think there's been only 150 plus break. However, all these small breaks contribute and add up, and in the end, he loses the frame. So he's got to tighten up his safety. He has to tighten up his. If he's thinking of playing in the next round, quarterfinals, which happen tomorrow, he's got to start tightening up his safety. And in a Detroit, setting up the table.
Lovely white. I'm afraid should make use of this opportunity.
These players are playing for a place in the quarterfinals, which start tomorrow morning.
Even the pink for that matter. But that's not too late because the red to the center is still available. So you can actually play on the red and come onto the black. All the reds are now nicely open for him. So we'll be focusing nicely on this red to make sure that we not just an unlucky kiss, but it is a very unlucky kiss because the same red that is kissed has now obstructed the black. If that didn't touch the black, he was in line to construct a decent size break here.
And Fakhri breaking off, start the fourth frame.
Yeah, he's going to have the full ball yet. What a try, unlucky there. Black was 24 comes to an end, Richard is on 44 points. He's in Chetty on 8 points.
Adil's got a long red, and if he holds it, he can be on the black.
Richard keeps getting back at the table because
Fakhri's got a red to the center. He's going to play a screw back. It's on the blue. Place of the red to the left of the pink. Using extreme force to power his way back out. He's got an option of the pink and the blue. Taking the blue to set up for the red closest to the black. So in doing so, he's going to go into the pack and stay for the black, which is just done. However, his queuing is hampered. He's going to have to take bar extension or the gooseneck. Okay, it's just in a spider. It's called a spider. The implement that's currently being shown on the screen that he's holding, and he's fouled. Adil Ume is at the table. Fakhri hasn't left him in a very generous position. He's got to play a safety. There's no pot on. Is he looking at a possible cannon? I doubt it. Yeah, he's going for the cannon. Let's see what happens. An excellent attempt. However, he hasn't pulled it off. Fakhri getting back at the table now, wanting to continue. He's 3 frames up, and he's going to be playing in such a way that he'd want to finish this as soon as possible. The top players always want to finish it off as soon as possible. Excellent attempt there. Looking at his options. Although he's enjoying it out there, he's still focused on the job at hand, and that is to win as quickly as possible without losing any frames. He'd want to take this 5-0. He wants to win 5-0. Adelume, like I said, has to tighten up his safety. Fakhri's put him in such a situation that he can see raids, but it's gonna. He's playing for the raid. He's playing for the raid. I think the way he's queuing for the raid just above the bottom right-hand pocket. Let's see what happens. And he's left Fakhri up. So, too hard. Too hard. And in doing so, he's left Fakhri an easy raid. Oh, and Fakhri's fluffed it. Looks at his tip. Table 2, Richard Halliday is about to seal his 3rd win or frame. Now, he's on the black. Adil not taking advantage of the adage, keep it simple. All he had to do was just gently kiss into those cluster of 5 and he'd be on the black. I don't know. I don't think he's got that raid. He's walking to the shot as if he's... No, I don't think he's got it. I think the ref's going to call a touching ball there. Yep. And Ina calls a touching ball. So there's no way he can pot it. And his break comes to an end. So he can pot it, but now he mustn't disturb the red that he's touching on. Wow, he went for a cannon. Use of the opportunities that created himself. Keeps running out of position, keeps playing for difficult putts. Can't do that in snooker. Most of the raids are out in the open. I think there's just 3 raids that are basically almost on the cushion. Fakhri will buckle up here and start playing what I call match play snooker now. I think all the spots are covered, so it'll go closest to its red. That red that's covering its spot, it'll go towards the black behind, in line with the brown and black. Yeah, perfect, Nina. In doing so, Fakhri can still pot a red in that cluster of 4. Oh, and he's handed over an open table to Adilume. On table 2, Ethan Chetty trails Richard Halliday by 3 frames to 0. Tough ask for the youngster. A formidable potter, plays extremely well. However, he's come up against Richard Halliday, as we know, former SA champion, one of the best break bowlers in the business. Fakhri playing a cannon. Excellent. He's on the black. And I don't think he's going to make the mistake of missing here. Fakhri potting into the bottom right-hand pocket. He doesn't have to hold for the reds by the black. He's just got 3 reds that he still can play for. And there we go. And in doing so, he's going to have an option perfectly on the black again. And this time he will play for one of those 2 reds. Preferably, yes. Playing so fast that the commentator can't keep up. That takes his break to 24. Slight stun, screw. And he's on the black again. Adilume trailing by 45 points. Sorry, 35 points. But Fakhri is on the break. Takes the break to 32 now. It's going to use a rest. It's going for the red next to the nearest to the pink. And he's on the black again. Excellent shot by Fakhri. He's just taken the break to 40 now. He's going to go around the houses, pot it into the center. Oh, and he's undercut it. Well, we're at 65-15 with a 50 deficit for Adilume. 59 on the table. Still within his grasp. He can afford to take one of the lesser colors. If he pots the pink, he can dislodge the red off the cushion. I think he's opting to play the blue. Again, in and out of bulk. And he's on that red on the left hand side. All he's got to do is just roll it in, and he's on the black. He's got to lay high on the black, because what he wants to do is then have that red when he pots the black into the same pocket. And I think he's dead straight. Coaches will always tell you, when playing the black, lay high on the black. When you're playing for a 147, high on the black. So he's going to push it, cushion, and then try and rebound. Yeah. And in doing so, he's missed the pot. 43 on the table. So Fakhri needs just one red to force this frame into snookers. Opted for safety.
Let him use the rest. What else is going to do? That will be the top of the table on your screen.
And I think he's going to leave Fakhri up here. Just one red required to take the frame to snookers required. And Fakhri knows this. He doesn't have to worry about the red on the rail. He'll power the blue into the center. An exhibition shot coming off. Oh! He kissed the brown full in the face. And is he going to snooker himself here? Nah, you can see it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Frame over. Adil requiring snookers. I don't think he'll come to the table. Frame conceded. Fakhri goes 4-0 up. Hour and 10 minutes into this match, and Fakhri's 4-0 up. On the other table, we have Munir Qasim commentating. Richard Halliday playing Ethan Chetty. Richard taking control of this frame and the match. I don't think Ethan's ever come up against a formidable players such as Richard Halliday. Richard Halliday in his own right, an ex-SA champion, numerous pool titles, currently based overseas, and is on holiday and decided to play in the qualifier, won the qualifier, and in doing so is gracing us with his presence playing. Focusing more on 9-ball now. Very well established 9-ball scene in Europe that he plays. He plays on the tour together with his brother Vincent Halliday. Adilume starting the 5th frame. And again, almost enough. And the reason for that is because of too much running side being played. And when it makes contact, it pushes the white towards the pocket. So 4 frames, and they're struggling with the break. But we have to put it down to the cloth, the balls, exceptionally fast. Andy Cloth, the cloth sponsor for the Gold Reef and previous How Cup. Adil can go into the pack here if he wants to. And he kisses the pink. And doing so, he is basically navigated right past the pack. He still has a somewhat of an easy raid to the top right-hand pocket, but he's got to really play out of his skin here. Excellent pot. Ladies and gentlemen, these conditions are unlike your club or home conditions. Very, very similar to World Championship standard. The cloths are fast, the balls are extremely new, so with that you get a lot of slide. An excellent pot while we talk about the conditions. Taking Adil's break to 13. And now because the pink spot is occupied by a red, it then goes on to the next available highest spot, which is then the black. Excellent pot, beautiful. Adil just has to continue potting like this. Nothing careless. Just focus on the pots. Tad bit soft there. From this angle, I don't think he has the red. He's got the option of a double, but he might, if he screws back, he'll be on either pink or black. But let's see what he does. He's pointing to the black. I think he's going to play the double. Yes, excellent shot played by Adil. Takes his break to 20, and he's on the black. Excellent shot by Adilume. Incidentally, what he's now done is he's tied up the pink and black. He can put the red on the rail and hold for the pink. He can, but he's got to play it very gentle. Again, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is where Fakhri is dangerous, because Fakhri can pot the red, hold for the pink and screw into the pack. He's looking at the pink. Does the pink go? He's played it a bit high so he can use the rail to push into. I think he's not going into the pack. Yeah, not going into the pack. Excellent shot. He's played for the red on the side. There we see the Q power, however, not making full contact, and that's why he's only taken one red out of the pack. It's going to go into it again. And he's on a red to the center. He definitely will want to finish up here. Ooh. Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse. Adil leads 27-14. Let's see. Adil has the option of playing into the center, the red that he's currently looking at, into the center pocket and holding for the black. However, if he doesn't get the pot, he leaves Fakhri a red into the opposite center. So he's screwing back. I think he's playing for the top right-hand pocket, green pocket. Let's see what happens. Good safety achieved, however, the pot was not. Excellent pot by Fakhri. But this white is going close to that pocket. Is it going to be angled? I think he's angled. No, he can see it. Excellent pot. He can dislodge a few more reds here if he's not straight. Yeah. So he's brought a few more reds into play. Basically, the entire table is now open. He has to maintain the pots. Is he on that red? Slightly overruns it.
Position there, which you can possibly put this and they are the green to try and clean up.
That bit soft. It's not going to reach. And it slows to a roll on the edge or the lip of the pocket. Are they looking at the score? 27 plays 26. He leads by just one solitary point. It's the pace that's been getting the players. When I played my match as well, it really it takes a frame or two before you really settle down.
Sometimes he goes for a cut. He doesn't, he goes for a safety. It's a
He
beautiful
had to miss the brown, but he's made full contact. He's made full contact.
It doesn't seem like it's the most difficult stick of the Colorado. If he's got a line,
He's going to play a long red
he doesn't have a line.
to the left-hand black pocket. And I think he gets that totally wrong and goes in off. So that takes Fakhri's score to 30 and Adilume's 33. Good controlled pot. He's held for the black. And I'd hate to be saying this, but I think there's a sizable break coming up. Yes. Well controlled by Fakhri. He can play a screw back and play the black into the same pocket. Yes, he's done that. He'll now go up to one of the reds next below the pink. Yes, perfect. Stun up for the pink. Yes, good control. Slightly out of position, but he's got the red. He can pot this gently. And he loses the ball. He loses the ball, makes a break of 17, takes his score to 47-33 with 51 on the table. Excellent pot by Adil. He's on the black. A big shout out to our sponsors, Gold Reef City, our drinks sponsor, My Day Brands, our media partner, Purple Rain, Pro Snooker, and Basil Billiards for the setup, cloth sponsor, Andy, and our media sponsor, 360 Sport Life. Bit of check side there, and that caused the white and he's left it over the pocket. Has the blue come to his rescue? I think so. He can see it. Could see it, but he couldn't pot it. And he pots it into the opposite pocket. He has the option. He's only 18 points behind. Is he going to take a long blue?
Shot for Richard. Lovely try, presses it, but he's 4-0 up now. And this is a daunting task. Very daunting task for the youngster.
The angle that Adil has left Fakhri is going to be one of, if he plays the shot, he's going to go in off. Slightly snookered. I think he's snookered. Or he can see the ball, but there's no potting angle. And he chooses to play a safety. And that white rolling, my word, it stops in the jaw of the pocket. Adil literally hanging on by a lifeline.
Seems to be very solid. Could be an effective victory for Maria. Adil not giving up yet.
Adil needs to clear the table.
Chetty, number 17, is getting towards a big lesson plan, which is level one or down at the moment.
He's spotted the yellow. He's got the green now, but he's got to play it with the rest. Excellent attempt to dislodge that brown off the cushion, but not hard enough.
Menu setup team, Basel Pavilions and Q Masters. Streaming port of 360 Sport and Pavilions plus sponsor. Thank you to all these people. Got the first frame underway here. Richard will not be looking to take any prisoners here. He wants to finish up.
An excellent snooker.
Not sure if he's staying here or he's traveling up and down to Pretoria. I think he's traveling up and down, so he'll probably come back tomorrow morning.
Adil in all sorts of problems here. 22 on the table. Fakhri's lead, 13 points. 22 on the table.
Very interesting matches lineup for tomorrow's quarterfinal.
If he doesn't make contact, it's going to be a foul and a miss.
It's going to be foul.
And he's missed it. Fakhri will look at the score. That takes him to 57. And then in potting, the brown takes his lead to 22. But where's the white going? Almost enough. Adil now requiring snookers. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the frame. Excellent blue pot by Fakhri Khirdin. Emphatic victory by Fakhri Khirdin, winning 5-0. The players congratulate each other there. Commiserations to Adil Umair. Well played to Fakhri Khirdin. Join us tomorrow morning for the first round of the quarter final matches. Thank you and good evening.